Hey guys, it's Saturday. Tommy and I are having a lazy day at home. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. We gave Maddie the day off because we usually film on the weekends, and we decided to do this vlog style. I just wanted to bring you along. We're gonna start with making some coffee. I think we need some afternoon espresso. We bought some beautiful paintings in the Netherlands that were finally delivered. They're very old. They need some tender loving care. They need to find a place in our house. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. So come along. We're just gonna have a fun, casual day.
Why, thank you. Perfect as usual.
So while we're having our coffee and getting our mojo for the afternoon, I'll share with you a little bit about these paintings. I was on Etsy a while back, and these paintings came across my purview, and I just felt like they were paintings that we needed to get. The price was right, and I called Tommy at work, and I'm like, hey, Tommy, check out these paintings. Anyway, he took his lunch hour. We looked at the paintings. We zoomed in and out. Anyway, he found one he loved. I found one that I absolutely loved, and they just came in, and now we just need to find where they're gonna fit into. We have to find them a home, and then we will frame them. So let's just ask Tommy what he has to say about the paintings. So which painting, Tommy, is the one you picked out? Is it the cows?
I picked the painting of the fisherman.
Yeah. What did you love about it?
Well, it kind of brings back my second love, which is fishing, trout fishing, high Sierras. And just seeing this picture of I don't think he's old, but a man either in the morning or in the evening getting that first fish or last fish of the day. And I can kind of relate to being in the middle of a lake or on this, and just focused on my fish. And it's just, that's why we fish. We don't know why we fish, but we sure enjoy it. And it's solitude is what I think of most. So, yeah. And as you know, our other painting here. Wow, cows and a fisherman. And
We have a few cows.
And Lisa, you can probably talk about the cow that you picked.
Well, the thing is, I think that there's the idea that I don't know if we collect art, but the question is, why do we find these beautiful paintings? And for me, it's like a moment in time, and none of us can stop time. But The cow painting just looks like a really warm summer day. Was that a moo?
Well,
this cow painting it just reminds me of those warm summer days when, you know, as a kid, when we didn't have any worries and we're just out and, you know, swimming and just out in nature. It's just kind of a snapshot in time that brings happy feelings to me. So, and I know your fisherman painting does the same thing for you. The one thing I haven't been able to figure out with the fisherman painting is if it's the evening or if it's the morning.
but either way, it's the start or beginning of the day. It's still one of those favorite times for fishermen. Get your pole out first thing and bring back breakfast, or be the last one in camp for the fish for dinner.
Did you actually eat fish for breakfast?
I sure did.
Really?
We called it fish ramen. We would get some ramen and we'd mix the ramen and the trout and we'd eat it.
Interesting.
It's the only place you can have it.
Had no idea.
Yeah, food is better when you're camping.
Really? As long as it's not out of like one of those powder, you know, that just add water?
Well, everything tastes better because you're so freaking hungry.
Yeah. All right, are we ready to find a home for these little
Let's
babies?
do it.
Okay, let's go. My first thought, Tommy, is that I really liked it in this room here.
Right.
And I thought it would look pretty with this one. So of course, you know, it'll be framed. I'll hold it for you. What do you think?
Looks pretty darn good there.
Is it dark in the corner though? It doesn't get very good light.
Well, we really don't know until we get a frame on it. But it has about the same, it's pretty similar than the painting below it.
Yeah, they're the same.
We have,
I mean, they're interesting together.
of course, it looks like the fisherman with his, wow, it's cows. So it's cows and fishermen Saturday.
Okay, so let's take it around. So Tommy, the one thing that we've learned is these dark paintings need more light. I think it might get lost over there.
Okay.
So, okay, I know we're stacked here. Here, let's do this.
But at the same time, you can see what a painting like this. Yeah.
Is this too wide though?
It's
Oh
like-
my gosh, look
Beautiful.
at the clouds.
No. This particular painting definitely needs some light on it, and it reflects the clouds, and it's pretty dang cool.
This is what is so amazing about Dutch art, is that they really play with light. They use a glaze. It's actually made from lead. So this is like 100+ years old, the painting, and so they didn't know not to use lead, but that's what's giving it the radiant glow.
Got it.
Yeah, oh my gosh, it's so pretty.
Well,
This might be home.
Yeah,
even if the frame is a little wider, do you think it would be okay?
it would look nice next. I think we can move the top. We can move the
Let's
top.
get rid of this
Yeah.
one.
We're not going to get rid of it. We're just going to
No,
move
I
it
mean-
on into the house. Because
Yeah.
the great thing about art is it can move around.
Yeah.
When you get used to it, you move it. And
But these two,
yeah,
because this is also Dutch.
great idea.
Okay.
Great idea.
Yay! A dear subscriber, Nita, sent me a poem recently, and it so touched my heart. I shared it with Tommy, and he was like, wow. I'm like, here, let me tell you this poem, and just stay with me. And by the end, it's just wow. For those of us who love homes and houses and architecture, and get that home is what holds the family, this one is a keeper. It's called The House with Nobody in It, written by Joyce Kilmer in 1914. I've paraphrased it, and it's one of Nita's favorite poems. Here goes. Whenever I walk to Suffern along the Erie track, I go by a poor old farmhouse with its shingles broken and black. I suppose I've passed it 100 times, but I always stop for a minute and look at the house, the tragic house, the house with nobody in it. This house on the road to Suffern needs a dozen panes of glass, and somebody ought to weed the walk and take a scythe to the grass. It needs new paint and shingles, and the vines should be trimmed and tied. But what it needs the most of all is some people living inside. If I had a lot of money and all my debts were paid, I'd put a gang of men to work with brush and saw and spade. I'd buy that place and fix it up the way it used to be, and I'd find some people who wanted a home and give it to them for free. But a house that has done what a house should do, a house that has sheltered life, that has put its loving wooden arms around a man and his wife, a house that has echoed a baby's laugh and held up his stumbling feet, is the saddest sight when it's left alone that ever your eyes could meet. So whenever I go to Suffern along the Erie track, I never go by the empty house without stopping and looking back. Yet it hurts me to look at the crumbling roof and the shutters fallen apart, for I can't help thinking the poor old house is a house with a broken heart.
Nice because it's right next to Tommy Turkey.
All right, so we just need to get some frames.
Okay.
This one, I just have to say, I just love this. I don't know why. You remember we got this in Coronado Island?
Yeah, we got it, and it was up about 15 feet in the air.
I love how...
It was up in the ceiling. Remember, we go, wow, look at that way up there. We brought it down.
I mean, it's not the most perfectly executed painting, but it's kind of like, it's symbolic because he's going into like a dark, scary forest, but there's light. Look at that. There's light at the end.
Yeah, it's the path, because you and I love paths.
Yeah. So great having you here with us. I think it's only fair I think it's only fair that the viewers know that you're such a part of all of the things that we do in the house and how much fun we have. And I think of time kind of like those cows in the field. A lot of our days are just uneventful, and sometimes those are the sweetest moments in life. And I love my time with you, and we just have a great time.
Ditto. It's
been fun to have you join us today. We don't have an end result with the beautiful paintings. We still need to get them framed, but I will post them on my Instagram as well as the community page once we get them hung, so you can see how pretty they're gonna be. You know, it's just fun having a hobby with you. One of many. So thank you for being here. And thank you for joining us, and we will see you again soon.
Bye now.
See you next time. Okay, so we're rolling. Look, right here.
What am I looking at?
You're looking in there.
Oh.
Okay.